Hey guys, it's Katt Dee, and I'm actually here with just a quick video. I just kind of wanted to put this out there. I know most of my subscribers are a part of the Funko and like nerdy subscription box kind of community, and I am okay. So a good friend of mine that's also a part of YouTube, Franklin FM McGinnis, knows that there was a period of time that I stepped away from collecting Funko Pops. And it wasn't because I didn't love them, and it wasn't because, I don't have enough of them. Because I have enough of them, because I do have a ton of them. And I do really like them. And I like the fact that they're a collectible that's in a price range that is, it's decent. $9 to $15, depending on where you get them. With that being said, most of you know that I absolutely love Disney. And now Hot Topic is coming out with all these Disney Pops. And the Disney released the Villains 2-pack, and they released Lady and the Tramp 2-pack, and they've been releasing all these Hot Topic exclusives. And then just recently came Peter Pan, which my Hot Topic sold out of before I could get to it. But I actually think that you could. No, maybe you couldn't get him online. But then they brought out Maleficent and the very first chase, which was the Maleficent chase, which I know chase figures are hard to find, but Maleficent is my favorite. She's my favorite Disney villain. I literally, if I had that chase figure, the glow in the dark, that literally has become the grail of all grails. I would probably trade 20 of my pops for her. That's how bad I want this pop. So my Hot Topics around me post when they get Maleficent figures. And now I work. I'm work until 6 o'clock, sometimes 6 days a week. And that's all right. And I know a lot of you guys that collect and that run into chase figures also work. But my issue is that collectors like you guys and like me, and that people who genuinely would appreciate these figures are not the ones getting the figures. The people getting the figures are the people that literally turned flipping Funko Pops into their job. They will literally buy up all of these pops and flip them. And I almost thought about actually purchasing the Maleficent chase figure, because I was like, okay, it's probably going to be $40. I can justify paying $40 for something. And I was looking around on eBay, and people were asking $150 to $200 for this Funko Pop that just released for a chase figure. And I am flabbergasted. Why? Why? It just came out. Seriously, it makes collecting not fun. I know chase figures in general are hard to find, but why go somewhere and buy up all these pops and turn around and sell them? Seriously, you're taking away from other people's ability to try to find these things that actually want them. And I know there's going to be some of you out there that are like, oh, well, they made it their job, or hey, you snooze, you lose. But it's frustrating. I don't get frustrated with a lot, but my Hot Topic got 12, and I'm good friends with the girl that works there, and they cannot hold chase figures, and employees cannot buy them for 30 days. So, I've had long conversations about their protocols with chase figures, and if you have an employee that that's helping you out at Hot Topic, just know, don't tell anybody, because you'll get their butt fired. Literally, they have strict rules, and it didn't happen until lots of people were complaining about employees buying them, or employees holding them for their friends, or whatnot, which I completely understand, right? They will hold regular pops for you. Well, some of them will. And I think they only hold them for 24 hours, but I reached out and I said, hey, look, is there any possible way that when you get a chase figure, you can hold it for an hour? I'll come right down and I'll get it, And she was like, I'm sorry, but no, we can't, we can't do that. So I don't know whether or not that other people have that kind of ability, but I can't be the first one at the store when it opens up in the morning. So finding a chase figure usually happens by Entertainment Earth sending me one, or getting lucky with Pop in the Box. I found one Chase figure out in the wild, and it was literally because they just put it on the shelf, and that was from Think Geek. But anyway, back to it. So Maleficent figures. So they have a limited. There's not a limit to how many pops you can buy at Hot Topic. You have a limit to only one Chase figure. But I mean, I went into Hot Topic to just get a regular Maleficent because, heck, if I can't get the glow in the dark, I want her. I mean, she looks amazing. It's probably one of the best Disney Pops made so far, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just biased. With that green flame, it's like an iconic of Maleficent. And someone had literally bought all the Pops. Every single one of them. One person. And they let them. They let them buy like all 12 Pops. And they told me they only had one Chase, but the way that I think that it works is they come in a box of 6 and one's a Chase, right? Like, that's how it works. Well, apparently one person bought them all. Come on! Like, why would someone let someone do that? Like, why is that okay? And I understand if you're buying 3 or 4, if you have, I know all of my friends that, that I'm good friends with now on YouTube, we all kind of like support each other, and we try to help each other out if there's a particular figure that we're looking out for, or we're looking for each other. And but if someone is not buying 15 Pops for people, or 12 Pops for people, there's 12. But seriously, like flippers, I seriously hate that people do that. I hate it. Like, I understand if you buy a Funko Pop and you genuinely buy it for yourself, and then 6-7 months down the road, you're like, man, I don't really need this Pop anymore. And then you go by Pop Price Guide and you're like, okay, well, this is about worth this now and I can sell it for this. That's fine. But when you go out and buy a Pop that literally just came out and turn around and try to sell it for $150, that's ridiculous. Now, I already know that the Maleficent Chase is just going to be a Pop that I never own. One, because I just don't have the time to go out and search for it the way that would need to be. Like, I would literally need to, like, stock Hot Topics. Like, when are you getting a shipment? When are you getting a shipment? Are you getting a shipment? And be, like, the first person there, which is not going to happen. And 2, I could pay $150 for it, and that's not going to happen either. So, if one of you guys are lucky enough to find a Maleficent Chase out in the wild, congratulations. Please don't sell it. And if you don't want it, please don't buy it. I mean, there's literally someone that would cry to have it. Like, yes, I mean, you see all of my, you don't even see, I have a room tour. Go look at my collection. Like, it's crazy. Like, and there's, this is our joy, right? I don't know who else's joy, but this is what I find joy in, My husband and I, we collect Funko Pops, we collect figures, we collect artwork. Like, it's what we do. We work really hard, so we reward ourselves by, if you see I read, I have tons of books. I'm on a rant now. I'm just really frustrated, and I'm putting it out there, that I think that collectors as a whole should stop paying those ridiculous prices. Because if we collectors stop paying those prices, they're not going to get those prices for those things. I know it's hard because you really want something. But, if we go out and spend $100 on something, then there's obviously they can get that for it. So, as ridiculous as I think it is, props to whoever's doing it, because I know you're not going to stop, and this is not going to make you stop, but that's all. That's all I got.